All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the videos, and let's talk some boxing. Before we do, you always can make a donation. Link is always in the description, videos or live stream. So I appreciate everybody who do donate. Shout out to the brother Gary Benson, sent me a donation yesterday. Much love and respect. He always showing love, and I appreciate him for real. And appreciate everybody else out there that just share the videos the best way you can help. Share it with somebody, share it in a group or whatever, spread the word. But I'll talk a little bit about some behind the scenes talk. Canelo possibly fighting Jermall Charlo next, or Billy Joe Saunders. To me, Billy Joe Saunders sound like the correct move next. I know people say you hating on Charlo, but I explain it and you'll get it when I say it. My bad. But you'll get it. You'll get it when I finally elaborate on it. But 1 second. When I elaborate on it, but also gonna talk about is Fury bigger than Wilder? Fury said he bigger than Wilder, and then also Barry Hearn said on IFL TV that he not confident or as confident going into this Ruiz rematch fight as he was with the first fight. So let's talk about it. So give me 1 second. 1 second. Sean, I see you. Trey, I see you. Jay Thomas, I see you. Zutumbo 8, salute. So, I heard it's a real. I've been saying this. It's a real. It's a real chance that Jermall Charlo could get the Canelo fight next. If he don't look good versus Dennis Hogan, the Canelo team are opportunists. Canelo is an opportunist. Too much blame goes on Oscar De La Hoya for not making the better fights with Canelo. Yeah, I think Canelo is fully aware. He speaks English. He understands English. He's knows what he's doing. He's an opportunist. And the Kovalev fight, El Jefe Salute, is a cherry pick. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Give me a minute, all right? But they see Jermall Charlo ain't as good as they thought he was. So now he consider fighting Jermall Charlo, okay? If Jermall Charlo don't look good versus Dennis Hogan, Canelo might fight him next. If Dennis Hogan win, Canelo might fight Dennis Hogan for the WBC belt. So yeah. Canelo is leaving Oscar. I heard three more fights, two more after the Kovalev fight. So at the end of the day, Charlo is on the short list, and I've been saying this before anybody hop on the freight. Ryan Robertson, salute. I've been saying this since a month ago, that or earlier this month, that Charlo on the short list is Charlo, Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith. Now it's down to Billy Joe Saunders and Jermall Charlo. And if Jermall Charlo don't look good versus Dennis Hogan, they gonna want to do that fight. All right, but to me, the Billy Joe Saunders fight would be the better fight for me. And Triple G was on the short list, but he was on the short list. But if I was Canelo, I wouldn't jump up to 75, then go down to 60. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I personally would do. I think Roy Jones at fought Ruiz should have took a year off and kind of, lost the weight gradually. But he put all that muscle on, went down. So we see how much muscle Canelo pack on. But I would go down to 68, and then I'll gradually work my way down to 60. But the only reason that he considering fighting Jermall Charlo is because they feel that he can win. They didn't think he can beat Jermall Charlo. Interesting development. Saluting the super chat. Appreciate the love. They didn't think he can win. This ain't my hype. This ain't even my. It's not my opinion. This is what was being told behind the scenes. Ronaldo, the Pacers. We whooped them Pacers. We whooped them Pacers. Luke Kennard, fucking with him, man. We was talking about that last night. Canelo would most likely face Callum Smith, especially if he whoops Kovalev. Nah. And he was a possibility. It's going to be Billy Joe or Jermall Charlo. The zone want that belt. It might be a chance they might do Jaime and Canelo. This is just speculation right here for me. It might be a chance they might do Jaime and Jermall if Jermall look bad for Dennis Hogan. But if Dennis Hogan win, Dennis Hogan going to fight either Jaime Maguire or Canelo. I heard that today, and I've been heard it. So, quite frankly, if I'm looking at it from just what's up, Dream Church? I see you. If I'm looking at it from my perspective, from a boxing perspective, like for the what's in the best interest of Canelo, I think Billy Joe Saunders. That's the only reason because he got a belt at 68. That's the only reason I would do that fight. Is because it's at 68, and I wouldn't want him to drop down 15 pounds. But as a boxing fan, I want to see him fight Jermall Charlo. Billy Joe Saunders ain't took no risks in his career. You know what I'm saying? What risk has Billy Joe Saunders took him? Mark, see, I salute. Billy Joe Saunders ain't took no risk. What's the best win for Billy Joe Saunders? Dave Lemieux, Chris Eubanks. Um, Come on, Billy Joe Saunders ain't took no. Had he fought Demetrius Andrade, he beat Andrade, then he would have been a possibility. But he ain't took no motherfucking no risk at all. Jermall Charlo took better risks than him. Austin Trout was better than both Dave Lemieux and for his respective weight class and Chris Eubanks. J Rock is better than both of them to this day. You know what I'm saying? For his respective weight class. So, quite frankly, if Jermall Charlo get Canelo coming all the way down 15 pounds and he able to get strict drug testing, I think that fight a little bit closer than people think. And I think if Charlo is able to improve on some things, he able to pressure Canelo and really put it on him, Canelo might break down for putting all that weight on and then stripping it off. But if Jermall look bad, they get more confident in making that fight happen. So Jermall will openly take that fight. But I would like to see some of these other fighters come out here and say, like Canelo, I like to see him throw his weight around and say, well, Jermall, whoever win between Jermall, Demetrius Andrade, and Triple G, I fight them next. I put it in the contract. I would like to see that. Dudes that really got power like that in boxing, Canelo could easily say that. Canelo could put it in writing like, Triple G, if you go beat Jermall Charlo, I'll fight you. If Triple G, he'd be like, oh, all right, Triple G and Andrade, y'all fight each other, I'll fight you. I put it in writing, put it in contract. That's all he got to do. They had no choice. And then Charlo be like, I don't want to fight Triple G. I want to fight Andrade. Andrade said, I don't want to fight Triple G. Triple G don't want to fight Andrade. Well, ain't no fight. Because alphabet belts don't rank in other sanctioned belt bodies. You know what I'm saying? So when I understand WBC the zone want that WBC belt back on their side. But from a strictly fan standpoint of view, I think Jermall Charlo and Canelo is by far the more exciting fight out of any fight that be made at middleweight. You want to say Billy Joe Saunders come back down. You want to say Triple G and Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo, Demetrius and Canelo. The reason why Charlo and Canelo is the most exciting fight is because Charlo gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? He willing to be seen it. He willing to get hit to get his in. That's gonna be Canelo's most exciting fight in my opinion on this level. He had an exciting fight with Jose Cotto in the first round. He beat up Alfonso Gomez, Ryan Rose, Matthew Haddon, stopped Josito Lopez, stopped Amir Khan in spectacular fashion when Amir Khan was outboxing him. But I think competitiveness and just fight, punch for punch, this would be fight of the year candidate. If they really want to get people over to the zone to purchase the zone, I think Jermall Charlo and Canelo would be fight of the year candidate just from the style. I think Jermall Charlo, he not like Lara, he not like Trout, he not like an older Cotto. He kind of remind you the way he fought Korobov. He fight Canelo that way of an old Mexican fighter. He just not built like them. He long, he tall, but he willing to get hit. That'd be Blaxican. That'd be Blaxican fight. I don't know if Canelo ever really sat there and look at his style, but he don't really fight like a black fighter. You know what I'm saying? He do, but at the end of the day, that Korobov fight showed me he willing to get hit. The Centennial fight, he come forward. Like Jermall Charlo don't use the ring. He don't use his ring. That jab is a problem for Canelo, and we see how he handled it with Kovalev. Samuel, I see you. But he willing to get hit. If Canelo ever wanted to knock out, or he ever wanted a slugfest, he ever wanted to appeal to his fan base or American fans, that's the fight that I would that's the fight that I would want. But like I said before, for him to drop 15 pounds in, let's say November, so he got November, December, January, February, March, April, so he got about 6 months to come back down in weight. But it ain't never going to be moving up and down the weight classes, man. Oh shit, salute. It ain't. I wouldn't recommend it. Zatumbo, he said Nello not natural with it. He just want to be like Floyd. Yeah, I can agree. He don't have the footwork, but he do gimmick him. So for him, I would like to see that. I mean, you could do it in Houston, you could do it in San Antonio, you could do it in Dallas, you could do it in Texas, she could do it in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? And then he can always go back up. I mean, I don't like going up and down in weight. To be honest, I don't like to fucking grind and go up and down in weight. You know what I'm saying? Even if you can do it, it ain't really like if you're going up, you might as well stay up. I don't like the going up and down in weight. That put a lot of strain on your body. And then people in the chat, I mean, people in the comment section, I wanted to address this real quick, and I'll get back on that. Talk about Kovalev and Canelo. Um, People in the chat saying fighters fighting 3 or 4 times a year is bad. Now we done went over this like this year or last year. It's actually good. It's actually good for the fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you ask a lot of fighters, and I talked to Joel Diaz about this a few years ago, he said he sustained his injury in sparring. Most injuries in boxing are sustained in the gym. You see Tyson Fury wear out his gloves or take the padding out his glove, pack his gloves in, whatever they call it. Most injuries sustained in sparring because one, you know, you for one you how can I say it? For one, you don't know what you cutting weight at the same time. Then you sparring more rounds. Think about it. You got motherfuckers for 8 weeks. Let's say these dudes train like 12 weeks now to get in shape. 10, 12-week training camp. You doing, let's say you sparring average 10 rounds every sparring session. And you do 3 sparring sessions a week. I'm just giving. That's 30 rounds right there. Interchanging sparring partners. So you say you spar, let's say 30 rounds, a week for an 8-week camp. That's 240 rounds. Think about that for a minute. That's 240 rounds. And they probably sparring more than that because they got to stay sharp. Old school fighters, they stay active to stay sharp. You know what I'm saying? They fought to stay sharp. These niggas is leaving a lot of their prime in the gym. People got to understand that. They leaving their prime in their gym. So at the end of the day, you don't have to spar so much and cut weight so much if you stay active. If you fighting 4 times a year, let's just say hypothetically you fighting 4 times a year, you don't need that much sparring. Hold on. You don't need that much sparring. You going from, you might even need like a 6-week, 8-week camp. Without sparring, you might spar 1-2 times a week. You know what I'm saying? You might spar a couple, but you think about it, these motherfuckers sparring just to stay active, They sparring in between camps too. So in the 8-week train, if they train for 8 weeks and they need to spar to make up for that activity, and I'm being nice, you sparring 240 rounds for a camp, and then you fight again, you fight another 240, and then you sparring in between that to stay sharp. So come on. A lot of your injuries are, and a lot of motherfuckers won't know this, a lot of injuries suffered in camp. I done talked to a lot of fighters. A lot of your injuries suffered in camp. Joel Diaz, the reason is I like that. I think he told me he got hit up in the head. It came from a camp injury. It came from a sparring injury. Sparring is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? You go in there and fight 10, 12. You probably, anybody actually go out there and fight Golovkin, Canelo, Andrade, and Charlo all 4 times a year. You know what I'm saying? Nobody actually do that. Being more active in the long term, it help you because then again, you only fight once or twice a year. Then you using half your camp to cut weight. You draining your body. Now, if you stay in shape, you don't get nothing but 10, 15, maybe 20 pounds off your fighting weight. You 47, you get to 67, 70. You know what I'm saying? You can cut that in camp. Cut that easy. But these motherfuckers walking around at 180, 190 fighting that welterweight. And even Earl Spence admitted it. He using the whole camp to cut weight. What you working on? How you getting better? You not fighting. You not fighting. Your whole camp spent cutting weight. You not improving. This is why fighters regress. You're not improving because your whole camp is you working on cutting weight. How much really sparring can you do if you cutting weight and sparring at the same time? You know how difficult that is? You cutting weight and then you sparring at the same time. You're not giving your all. You're not 100% focused. You lightheaded. You're not at your best and come fight night. You left it all in the gym. You left it all in the fucking gym. This is why you stay active, dude. It's better for your body. Regardless, you gonna take punishment in the gym. You gonna take punishment running on the concrete. You gonna take punishment running on the track. You gonna take punishment doing them calisthenics, chin ups, body dips, tricep dips, weightlifting, resist. You doing punishment regardless. You in camp getting punished. If you stay active 3-4 times a year, you ain't taking this. You ain't sparring that much because you already sharp. Kovalev, I'm guarantee you, Kovalev ain't sparred this much this camp. Guarantee you that. Kovalev ain't sparred that much this camp. He didn't have to. He already sharp. He already sharp. He sharp as the Easter suit. So he can go through camp. He ain't got to cut weight like that no more. He stayed on point. Kovalev in shape. He ain't got to worry about last time he fought was May. Last time he turned around and fought was August. All he had to do was walk on the treadmill, let his wounds heal, do a couple sit-ups, watch a little film, hit the bag a little bit. Man, it's probably been one of Kovalev's most easiest camps. Dr. Blick, I see you. It's probably been one of his easiest camps. I'm telling you. That's what happened. Triple G was fighting 4 times a year until Canelo held that shit up. You know what I'm saying? If you real talk, nigga gave you an option, right? Gave you an option. He like, you know what I'm saying? They give you an option, like, okay, your mom say, do your homework, you do whatever you want to do after that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe your gym coach or your football coach say, hey, man, you need to do these 10, 20, 50 push-ups, whatever. They ain't gonna do what you gotta do. If it's optional, what fighter really going out there staying in shape these days? Out of them. It ain't so many Floyd, Bernard Hopkins, Andre Ward. That era gone. Motherfucker get done, you know, fighting. Them motherfuckers going to get a drink. They going to smoke some weed. You know, they going to party. They going to sip lean. They going to fuck. Who really, you can say Bud, I don't really know him like that, but he seemed to be on there. Who really diligent? You know, who really own their craft? I remember Floyd was on, you know, Floyd, Chop Corley said, man, I was hanging with Floyd one night. We left the club. I think he said 3-4 in the morning. Floyd talking about get your shoes. We got to go run. Who got that type of dedication? Who got that type of dedication? Real talk. Who got this type of dedication? You know what I'm saying? Who waking themselves up? Real talk. Out of niggas in here. Who really waking themselves up going to the gym every day? Who really doing it? If you ain't got to do it, who really doing it? Unless you motivated by something. Or you a self-motivator, them too far in between in the sport. Ain't nobody waking up doing that shit every day. You can eat what you want to eat, long as your metabolism say how you run. Floyd work out. That little nigga still in shape. Ain't nobody being diligent like that, dude. If you ain't got to. That motherfucker say you got diabetes, or a motherfucker, your girl say, oh, look at your belly. You know what I'm saying? Or you trying to get a woman, or if you a girl, you trying to get a man. You wearing the race trainer, you doing the pull-ups, you going, motherfucker not just saying I'm standing, unless a nigga grew up in a military family, they daddy, mommy got them up, or you know, whatever, it gotta be a root cause. These niggas weren't built like, they forgot what it felt like to live off rummy noodles. They forgot what it felt like to be hungry. They forgot. Everybody ain't got, you know, some people got that due diligence to wake up every morning. Every time you see me shooting a movie in the morning, I'm coming from the gym or going to the gym. Niggas are using fat jokes all they want to. Niggas know what's up. Then I'm going to run with Miles afterwards. But that's just the game. I let niggas think what they want to think. But niggas ain't, some gotta motivate you. And when you making all that money, when you making all that money, I mean, what's really motivating you now? They making the money that Marvin Hagler is making to his 50th fight. Like, you know, the comparison with inflation. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers they making that money now. Before Marvin Hagler went through 46 fights. I watched a documentary that Reggie Jackson from the Yankees gave him, you know, back in the day. Motherfucker had 46 fights before he got his title shot. Then he got a draw. You know what I'm saying? So who really staying in shape like that? Nobody. 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 It ain't because they lazy. They already got what they already got what it took many fighters to get. Later in their career, Tommy, Ray Leonard, De La Hoya, I think he might have had he might have had a record for debut. He got 10 bands in his debut. But who really, come on, these niggas got millions and millions of dollars, dog. Millions and millions of dollars. Look at the Jermall Charlo house. He was on check out Mazuma TV. He got his Instagram post. House laid out. Got the Dobermans in the backyard. Got the big pool in Texas. That don't cost him shit. Really? He's still sitting on top of money. The property in Texas dirt cheap. He happy. How much motivated can you do other than beating Tony Harrison? That's the only thing he motivated for. So, but you gotta just stay active, man. And it's hard. It's hard, man. What Barbara Hagler said, when you laying there sleeping on silk sheets, it's hard to start to keep your hunger. Manny Pacquiao hungry because he gotta be hungry. He broke. He was broke. IRS was fucking him over. But it's between us, all right? Take it for how you want to. I ain't put this shit in here. If I was y'all, I wouldn't bet on Canelo Kovalev, all right? I wouldn't bet on C4RC. I wouldn't bet on that fight. If you ain't never took my advice, don't bet on that fight this weekend. I'm just going to leave it at that. Don't bet on that fight. I'm pretty sure the odds is if you bet on Canelo, you're not going to win nothing. What about Canelo hunger? Then he get money. I don't know. I don't know about Canelo hunger. He get money. But he motivated because his knees fucked up probably. But he get money. But don't bet on that fight. Don't bet on that fucking fight. I heard it's fixed. That's what's going around behind the scenes. I heard it's fixed. And I heard some things about Golden Boy way before I started the YouTube channel. This had to be 10, 11, 12. I heard some shit about them. It's like, I heard the fix is in. I heard the fix is in. I said I heard that. For real. I heard the fix is in on that fight. I heard Kovalev probably gonna take a dive. I don't know if Kovalev gonna take a dive, but I just know Canelo gonna win. Unless Kovalev don't stay on code. Don't take Kovalev, bro. Kovalev, they're not gonna let Kovalev win. When you think about it, they got a $330 million contract tied into Canelo. He not gonna win. He not gonna win. This coming from like solid sources. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me that. Somebody else said it on YouTube. I said it, and when I thought about it, I was like, man, they was taking selfies together. Like somebody else told me, like, yeah, I heard, like, yeah, it's Kovalev is Kovalev taking a dive. That's what I just heard is fixed. So at the end of the day, if Kovalev don't abide by the rules, he don't abide by the rules. That's on him. I don't know what he got going on, but it is what it is. But to wrap this part up, Mr. 21 Tron, what up, Quan? I said, hello, Quan. I said, what up? What y'all think he's going to stop a light heavyweight? He couldn't even stop Austin Trout at 54. Well, Trout is a little different than Kovalev. Trout was in his prime. Trout was a defensive wizard. So at the end of the day, I agree with you. He didn't stop Chavez. I think that would have been a better example. But at the end of the day, just don't do it. I wouldn't fuck with that fight on the Kovalev tip. I thought about it. I'm looking at the tape. I said Kovalev could win, but people saying this, how's Canelo a cherry pick? One of the guys asking on Facebook, on Twitter. And how it's a cherry pick. Out of all the champions and all the times everybody he could have fought, from Charlo to Billy Joe to Callum Smith, he goes up and picked Kovalev out the blue. You know what I'm saying? He gave Kovalev, first it was like a $3 million offer, 5, 6, 8. Now they settled on $10 million offer. You know what I'm saying? So they cashing out Kovalev. And they got Bob Arum, when the Canelo vacate the belt, Bob Arum gonna get the belt to whoever you want. He gonna get it to either Gilberto Ramirez or Jesse Hart. Then the winner of that, whoever get the belt, probably gonna unify with Proterbia and Berber is Beevil gonna fight Kovalev after this, and then Proterbia probably gonna fight Beevil after this. So they already got it planned out. You remember, Kathy Duva and Bob Arum got their hands in Kovalev pocket. Kovalev fighting the case. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Hey, CJ Kovalev getting paid off. So I'm watching Diaz. I have both on. I have both. I don't even know who fight on the under. I want to see Ryan Garcia versus Romeo Dunno. I do want to see that fight. Oh, this nigga calling always at the wrong time. I was about to ask this nigga what happened. I'm gonna call this nigga back. Hold on. I wanted to talk to this nigga because I had some question to ask him. Shit crazy. Yeah, that's funny, man. As soon as I hop on live, I don't want to talk to this nigga, but I got a question for him. But we keep that between us. I think Dunno might get robbed. Yeah, after they gave him the contract. Why is Aaron near I could on so much lately? I don't know. You know. You know how that go. He probably hoped to do business with him in the future. Yeah, Kovalev talking big shit last week about B Canelo so he can unify with Berterbia. Kovalev slow as hell. Hey boy, Piston Lions ain't on shit. Man, nigga, we won last night, nigga. We 2-2 without Blake Griffin. And then without Reggie Jackson. Nigga, we 2. Y'all niggas see D Rose balling out there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see D Rose balling, nigga. Because he wants him to sign top rank. Yeah, probably so. But yeah, for Kovalev and Canelo, I'll leave that shit alone. I'll leave all boxing fights alone. To be honest, I ain't never bet a nigga on box. I bet motherfucker on Earl and Mikey. That was too good. Like Saul, he paid up, and then oh boy didn't show back up. I ain't mad at him though. I would have paid him. Pistons on shit on that shit. All we gotta do is maintain Blake when he come back. Yeah, D Rose balling. He ain't had no great game last night, but he balling. Yo, he balling though, man. There's only 3 games on the night. I can't wait till college basketball start up. So, other than that, it is what it is. But you see Wilder and Fury talking about who bigger and shit. And it do seem like Fury is getting bigger though. You know what I'm saying? In America, we talking about. No, I don't watch soccer. I had it on for the dog the other day. It was just on ESPN. No, it was on FS1. I can't get into it. One of my homeboys back in the day, he watched it because his brother played in college. He ended up liking it. But yeah, Spence posted something today. I heard somebody sent it to me. But yeah, as far as Fury and Wilder, somebody posted that Wilder and Ortiz did 2.5 million viewership with they opening day in the camp, whatever they call it. It do seem like Fury growing fast, but Fury on everything because ESPN connected to everything. ESPN actually owned Fox. They had to sell off the sports franchise, the sports FS Detroit, FS Indiana. They had to sell off them in the FS Sports because it's monopoly on ESPN. But they actually own Fox. I guess they do work with NFL Network because Fury was on there. Fury was on Fox Show SmackDown. You wonder why Fury was on SmackDown? ESPN Fox connection, Walt Disney Fox connection right there. So to be funny, man, I was at the gym today and I seen a man with a white guy with an Anthony Joshua shirt on. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying? I seen a nigga with an Anthony Joshua shirt on. That shit was crazy. So, I don't know how popular Fury is, you know what I'm saying, to be honest. I can't really say, but he gonna be on SmackDown, and he plan to do all this other stuff, but, Wilder got the one-punch knockout reels, but to me, it really don't matter. It really don't matter. At the end of the day, you could be more popular, you could have more money, but who gonna get down in that ring? Who gonna get down in that ring? Who gonna get dirty? And all indications show me that Fury, he don't want to fight. Battle rifle salute. Fury don't want to fight. Fury doing everything. It's Fury seemed like he knocking his bucket list off. Everything Fury wanted to do before he go into that grave, he's knocking it off. I want to be a WWE star. I wanted to fight in Vegas. I want to do MMA with Conor McGregor and do it. He knocking off his bucket list like he about to take that long ride with the Undertaker. Real talk. This motherfucking Fury knocking off his bucket list. and really don't know how much Wilder improved. He did what he supposed to do versus Dominique Brazil, and now versus Luis Ortiz, who Ortiz is probably gonna be the most motivated fighter he ever fight. He probably won't fight another more motivated fighter. Ortiz hungry. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz like mad thirsty right now. And Ortiz know this is his last shot. So, this is the most dangerous fight that anybody's taking this year, in my opinion. And people can go out here and say Ortiz 60 years old, 50 years old. At the end of the day, I don't see nobody trying to fight him. I don't see nobody trying to fight him. Since he an old man, why didn't Tyson Fury tune up versus this old man? Povetkin didn't want to fight the old man. Anthony Joshua didn't want to fight the old man. Joseph Parker didn't want to fight him. Dillian White ran from him. Like, at the end of the day, people say he's 60 years old or 50 years old and he ducked the Anthony Joshua fight. Well, at the end of the day, he didn't take the offer. That's on him. But guess what? He turned around. He get to be on pay-per-view now. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua may never grace American pay-per-view. But I felt that he should have took that Anthony Joshua fight. I do. He would be heavyweight champion right now. And I don't think Kubrat Pulev would be anxious to fight him neither. I don't think Pulev would be anxious to fight him. He'd beat Pulev, but at the end of the day, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And, I just think, a lot of these dudes getting bad advice. It got nothing to do with money no more. Brandon White, salute. It got nothing to do with money no more. It's power. You know what I'm saying? It's a power play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to prove who got the most power. He said, do you think anyone else will give him a shot? No. No, not till somebody else fight him. He looked totally, totally terrible. Then they're going to use him as an opponent. But, at the end of the day, nobody's rushing to fight this guy. Wilder didn't have to fight this guy because he failed the drug test. What if Rydell Booker KO Pulev? Man, he from the hood. He from Detroit. I think he did some time. He fought James Toney in Eastern Michigan too. I watched him fight live. I don't think it can happen. I don't think he got enough, juice in his head. But I'm happy Rydell getting that shot. Yeah, I watched him fight last summer live. I was invited by the promoter. So, I don't see nobody rushing to fight Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Am I excited about Ortiz and Wilder right now? Not really. I'm happy to see Wilder fight. I'm not super, super, super excited. But when the fight come around and ain't nothing else coming on, yeah, I get excited. But at the same time, nobody wanted to fight Ortiz. No, everybody went out their way not to fight him, but laugh. Oh, he's 60 years old. He 80 years old. At the end of the day, that's the weakest excuse. That give you more ability to fight him. You see Dillian White, his shit's still not fixed. But between who bigger, Wilder and Fury, do it really matter? Because it's about to get down with the get down. If Wilder get past Ortiz, then Wilder and Fury and Fury and Wilder got to fight then. And it don't seem like Fury want to take that fight. Fury not the same fighter. Yeah, Jermaine, I think he's from Saginaw. Ortiz and Usyk, right now, I think Usyk got some movement that'll bother Ortiz. I seen what's that old boy he just fought, Christian Hammer. He did some movement that bothered him, but I think eventually Ortiz just he like Lara, they real patient. If they not gonna land, they won't throw. If they don't know for sure they accuracy, they won't throw. It's been 600 hours and still no white B sample results. Nope. And he crying because the WBC said he'd be the mandatory in 2021. Like, dude, you ain't even a clear, clean fighter. He said Ortiz is not hungry, he desperate. Nah, he hungry and desperate, nigga. He both. That nigga need a Snickers. Adamas training at the Robert Garcia boxing camp looking like El Calabo Bronco. Yeah, I gotta watch some more Carlos Adamas. I don't see it. Where the pay-per-view numbers for Earl at? In my quiet voice. Free fucked up his Vlad money up on coke and liquor. Jay Thomas said he only came back to get money right in his actions since Wilder fighters prove. Yeah, he only came back for money. That's the only reason he came back. Lubin will beat Adonis' ass. I don't care. I want to see it. When Broner fighting again. He said he retired, but he said he coming back, though. I think he said. Carlos Adames got 54 shook. I don't think nobody's scared of Adames, bro. I don't think nobody's scared of Adames. but yeah, I think Fury only come back for the money. But Errol Spence posted some pictures today. I mean, I don't know when they was posted. They were sent to me. And he said, I only got 2 more to go. And he sent a picture of him and his dad. And I thought he was holding hands with the other dude. I had to look again. But they walking up the street and he said, I'm gonna tell you exactly what the fuck the nigga said because somebody said it to me. Let me see what this motherfucker said. He said 2 more belts to go. 2 more belts. He walking up the street. He said, "Who checking out? Checking out? Blessings to the Most High." So I guess he getting out the hospital. I guess. I would say that's an old picture. I would say the nigga doing damage control. About the Earl pictures release, I'm just skeptical. What happened to Anthony Yard? I don't know. I think he's supposed to be coming back. I heard something about him like a couple weeks ago. Astro. Didn't the Ain't it 2-2? Yeah, probably the Astros, nigga. That's a strange series. Nationals took the 2 on the road. Astro took the 2 on the road. Yard was on holiday. He back training now. Okay. Teixeira with Ice Adamas. Yeah. I knew it was an old picture. So he's just trying to do damage control to remain, like everything not okay with him. You know what I'm saying? Which I put 32 up for. Oh, it's 3-2 Houston? Oh, yes, over with. I want the Nationals to win. Fuck Verlander. Bitch ass nigga gonna leave Detroit and start winning shit and succeeding. I hope he throw his arm off, nigga. Hope somebody just cut his shit off. I'm fucking with you. But Earl is concussed in my opinion. Nah, if he was concussed, he done being concussed now. He should be out in the clear, but like I said before, he just doing damage control. But I don't expect him to fight in January. I don't think anybody expects him to fight in January, but he fucked this shit. He fucked himself up. He fucked the bag up. Not Danny about to trip into a Pacquiao fight. He gonna fight Mikey. And now it's a built-in excuse. Oh, Errol Spence wasn't the same fighter after the accident. It's unfortunate, man, but and everybody going out that way saying he's doing good and he's doing great. Yeah, you could say he's doing good and great because he alive. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? He alive, and I think we all happy that he alive. But once again, the division gonna be held up again. The Michigan Texas line up. What Michigan Texas and what? And what? What about it? What about Texas? What? I don't get it. At the end of the day, man, I wouldn't live in that hot ass state. That shit too hot for me. Y'all down there fucking tying niggas necks to the back of fucking bumpers and dragging y'all niggas still getting lynched down there. Anybody wanna live in no damn Texas? Motherfuckers still segregated. Motherfucker can't even go to Walmart without somebody coming at me. Fuck wanna live in Texas? I visit. I visit sports team, of course. Nigga, y'all got like 1,000 of them. Astros, the Rangers, the Mavericks, the Spurs, the Rockets. Motherfucker, what you mean, nigga? The Coon Boys, the Texans. Y'all had the Oilers at one point. The Raiders tried to move to San Antonio, and Jerry Jones stopped that. Be killer, big dog. Hell yeah, y'all motherfuckers like y'all make 3 in the state of Michigan. Big as hell in Texas. I'm straight. I'm good on y'all taco, nachos, and bean burritos and shit like that. I don't eat barbecue neither, so I'm good on that. Y'all ain't got nothing. I got the art. But what is y'all got? Whataburger? That's the only thing I would nigga want to try in that bitch. Whataburger. Man, I don't know too much about Minnesota. I know the motherfuckers undefeated. I hope Minnesota win though. No, nothing against Penn State. I hope Minnesota win. I like to see those teams do good. Teams, But shit, hell yeah, I'm straight. Y'all got the dope cars though, but shit, we the home of them old school shit, even though they all rusted out. Waterburger. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Waterburger, Woodaburger. Heard that shit good a burger. Heard that shit good as hell. It's bad hoes everywhere. It's bad hoes everywhere. They for real. You go to Iowa and find some bad ass nobodies. Shit, pussy everywhere. That ain't no challenge. I met some bad bitches in Ohio. DC, go to DC. See what I'm talking about? DC got them. New York got her just a melting pot. They women kind of masculine in New York though. They, hey, what up, nigga? You like what? What? Like nigga, like dead ass, dead ass. Down in Baltimore too. Them bitches got hair on their chest and shit. I'm straight. I'm straight. See the salute. I'm straight. Them bitches be doing more chin ups than us. Virginia, yeah, I've been through Virginia, them fucking mountains. Dead ass. What's up, B? But New York, fun as hell. There's a lot of energy in the city, dog. It's beautiful. It's beautiful chaos. But yeah, Barry Hearn. I'm gonna read what Barry Hearn had to say. Hold on, pull it up. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, Big Baby Miller signed with Top Rank. He got like 3 white men in his pocket now. I'll talk about that in a minute. But he went on IFL TV. You catch the interview, but they got it wrote out. He says that uh, he said it was standard defense that turned out to be any. He's not. Excuse me. It was a standard defense that turned out to be anything but. Said Barry Hearn to IFL TV about Joshua lost to Ruiz last June. Now we have one of the biggest fights in a long time. It's a colossal fight. Ruiz changed his life in one night, which is what boxing can do for you. He has a chance to cement that, and Joshua has a chance for redemption and a chance to go on like a lot of great fighters have gone on, like Lennox and Mike Tyson after a major setback, to show that they have the major character and ability to bounce back on several different levels. It's fascinating, said Hearn. I'm not 100% convinced Joshua will win a rematch because I was 100% convinced last time I got it wrong, said Hearn. I knew Ruiz could fight. I seen enough of him and knew enough of him to say that he was going to be better than he looked. It's quite unusual for a rematch to happen so quickly, but contractually, there was no way out if we wanted to exercise the options. Sometimes a fighter wants to bounce back and say, I made some basic errors that I want to put right. But the fact of the matter is, in any sport, if you know the outcome, it's less of a sporting event. So he says complacency is a killer, and I'm not saying Joshua was complacent. I think Joshua went out to look fantastic. He walked onto one. He walked onto one. His plan went out the window. That's all finished now. We can't change the past. He has an opportunity now to go out and box. I can't say 100% that Joshua wins again because boxing is never 100% anyway, says Hearn. He goes on and says that Joshua has a lot of options, win or lose. He said this fight, because of what happened last time, poses a lot of questions and regrouping and refocusing, trying to figure out what went wrong, working out a way to get it right this time, said Hearn. There's a lot of things to do, said Hearn. When asked what Joshua can do if he loses the rematch, he can retire. You can try to look at the crystal ball. If he doesn't go well for him, a sensible long break and come back in a massive fight because Joshua is massive and commercially he's a huge draw. Him against Wilder or Fury will still be a massive fight. Him against almost anyone after a decent absence. I think the more interesting one is what does he do if he wins. That opens a whole can of worms because all of a sudden you got new friends, you got new territories. There's an awful lot of opportunities for him. The question would only come and the answer would only come from Joshua. What happens? That answer isn't going to happen now. My feeling is he box on after a break and learn because he still had a relatively short professional career in the bigger picture. He had 22 fights or whatever, but there's time. Hearn said Hearn. He said Hearn plan A for Joshua is to beat Ruiz by shutout. The interesting thing for me is plan B is always there, but plan A is the plan we're going for, said Hearn. Plan A is to win the fight almost as a shutout, to win the fight, because I think technically he has the ability to do exactly that, and maybe not the quick finish that he was looking for to look explosive on the wake of Wilder big win against Dominique Brazil. I think it was his Joshua first time in New York. He got to look great, see the man down, got to finish the job, and walked on 2-1. End of story. He said that's the history of fight. Now he has a chance to refocus, regroup, and do the job properly. And doing the job against a Mexican, a tough fighter as Andy Ruiz is, means you've got to beat him up over a period of time and finish him at the appropriate time. It sounds easy for where we sit, but if he should do that, he becomes an even bigger sports personality than he was before the first fight. That's the most likely outcome in my mind, but I don't believe it's 100% certain, said Barry Hearn. So that was what Barry Hearn had to say. It's an IFL interview. I'll put it in the chat. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. So I don't see him shutting out nobody in the top 15. I don't see him shutting out nobody in the top 15. Yeah, at the end of the day, they plan on, Joshua continuing win, lose, or draw. But for me, I just don't see him having the fluidity and the technical skills. I don't see him having the coach to teach him the finer tunes to shut out Andy Ruiz. Only way he win is if he hit Ruiz with a good punch or Ruiz got complacent. You know what I'm saying? And, Eddie Hearn said today that Andy Ruiz wasn't in good shape. He still looked, what up, Ronnie Boy Fresh? He still looked fat. Don Banks, I see you, Don Banks. He said he still looked fat and he didn't look in better condition. I seen him pushing the car. He still looked like he got the same body shape, but it is what it is. It's the same guy that came off of 6, 7, 8 week notice from his last fight, and he looked the same way that he usually looked, and he beat Anthony Joshua. So, Anthony Joshua got to be in better shape. Anthony Joshua got to do things better, and they didn't change up nothing. In a way, it hurt, but it helped. You familiar. Rob McCracken don't teach defense. He don't teach him how to move his head. He don't teach him how to use angles. He don't teach him how to step over. And if Anthony Joshua gonna try to come in and do something that he don't know how to do, which is box on the back foot, Andy Ruiz is just going to do what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna beat AJ up. And if AJ come out boxing, he's just gonna be trying to survive, in my opinion. And survival not gonna cut it. You trying to win on the points and trying to get a gift decision from the judges. At the end of the day, nobody still will see you as a champ. I feel that AJ need to win by knockout, but Andy Ruiz ain't never been knocked out, to my knowledge, as a professional and as an amateur. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Joshua, best way of beating him is moving forward and beating him. But Andy Ruiz uses angles. He got great hand speed. He got solid foot movement, solid head movement. And it should really be a repeat, And he said that, Barry Hearn, if you heard what I said, he said that, this fight shouldn't really come this, happen so soon. But contractually, the rematch had to happen by a certain amount of time, which probably is December, especially for them to keep all the belts. So it had to happen. So they rolling the dice. They probably saying that we milked Anthony Joshua enough. Either we're going to cash in for another milk run, or it's going to be over with. We let them sit out and then come back after a long hiatus. So they already thought this out. They know they got Usyk in the chamber. They hope to have Dillian White in the chamber, but it don't matter. Unless they're going to be signing Tyson Fury or signing Deontay Wilder itself, they not in the game. They could sign, what's the old boy they cheated versus Dillian White? Oscar Rivas. Oscar Rivas can't do nothing with either one of Fury or Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He can't do nothing. Jermall Charlo taller than Oscar Rivas, it looked like. You know what I'm saying? So, Anthony Joshua, he got a lot of things that's wrong with him that people don't pay attention. His back leg be straight up. He tried to tuck his chin, but always pop back up. So I expect Andy Ruiz to do the job in a more vicious manner. I think, not to say he need to press for the knockout, but I think that needs to be plan A, is to get the knockout, because they're gonna try to rob him. You know what I'm saying? Plan A will be to get the knockout. And I think he need to work up and down. Just do what he did last time. You know what I'm saying? He need to do what he did last time. Work up and down. Use the jab. Counter Anthony Joshua, and just make sure he keep his head off the center, move it around, and he can win. But Barry Hearn, he right. At the end of the day, they already thought this through. All right, if you lose, we're gonna you gonna take a long vacation. We're gonna do a big comeback fight in the UK. If you win, we're gonna go fight Puev, and then maybe we do you and Usyk in 2021. They already know. They got a backup plan. They got their bases covered. They're gonna have Usyk in the cut. It don't really matter, because I feel like Ruiz should be Usyk after what I saw. You know, Ruiz should be Usyk. Should beat him like. And at the end of the day, you can let Usyk have the W. If you don't feel Andy Ruiz is gonna be Usyk, you can let Andy Ruiz give him the WBO belt. Do it fucking matter? Because the zone still ain't shit without Wilder or Ruiz. AJ going to look like David Price, the drug cheat what is it, Tapaker? I got Ruiz beating Usyk. I believe he will beat him. I do. They going to have people to challenge Usyk, and Ruiz would be a great fight. That'll be a great fight. I like it. AJ built like an action figure. It's hard to move a lot of those muscle masses. Yeah, Anthony Yard move his muscle pretty well for a big fella, but he ain't like I said before. He ain't got the skills. Even if he wanted to move and be fluid, he just ain't got the skills. Most UK fighters got no defense. You might say Fury, Billy Joe, and Josh Taylor is the only three I really can think of that really got solid defense. Other than that, most of them dudes are front foot fighters. AJ going to look like David Price. Oh, okay, I read that one. I got Ruiz beating him. I got Babyface, aka Majin Buu beating Usyk, talking about Adam Kanauki. That'd be a good fight. Usyk show ain't putting Kanauki out. Kanowski could take a punch. AJ finna retire if he lose. I think he'd come back though. Now I think they have a big comeback fight, especially if money get funny. You know what I'm saying? If money get funny, he coming back. But you know what? It is what it is. I just thought that people underestimated Ruiz. I did too, but I had to forget he really beat Joseph Parker. I stayed up to watch that fight. I think it was early in the morning in New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? I think Ruiz hand speed gives Usyk trouble. Yeah, he pretty heavy-handed too. Yeah, it's a tough fight for Usyk, man. It's hard to move AJ chin. Kanauki can brawl. Kanowski, I want to see Kanowski and Wilder. That should be a good ass fight. If Kanowski take Wilder power bid, that should be crazy. Kanowski, Wilder, Kanowski, Areola was really good. I wouldn't mind seeing that again, low key. Kanowski, Usyk, Kanowski, AJ. Kanowski was offered the AJ fight too. People forget that. People gave Kanowski a nice little pass. people gave Kanowski a pass. They offered Kanowski to fight first. I think Kanowski would have dogged AJ out that night. Kanowski would have dogged AJ ass out that night. Kanowski Ruiz would be a good fight. People forget Kanowski turned down the AJ fight first. That shit crazy. Kanowski turned, and he got a hell of a pass. Motherfuckers killed Luis Ortiz ass. They murdered Luis Ortiz. But motherfuckers forget, nigga, Kanowski was offered to fight first, and he turned it down because he said he was promised a Wilder fight. At least Luis Ortiz getting his Wilder fight first. Hell yeah. I ain't even mentioning Tank in this stream, man. I ain't gonna talk about that. I spit my piece. But yeah, man. Twitter, Tank, and Haney. I take Haney, bro. They ain't gonna fight Haney. He ain't gonna fight Haney. Take Haney all day. Haney gonna end up like at 47. Tank ain't gonna go that high if ever. He too small. Wilder versus Fury would happen too much money. Yeah, February 22nd. I heard that so you think Crawford fighting that who he fighting a Mean Machine? It's already that's been done. ESPN and Lopez and Comey on the undercard and some other shit on there. Mick Conlon versus the guy that robbed him in the amateurs. I mean the gold medal round, whatever, in the Olympics. Yep. Fighting Mean Machine. Actually, where you been at? Under a rock? He said I'm talking about after that. Shit, I don't know. Probably won't be Sean Porter. Sean Porter already been told, boy, shut up, boy. He might rematch Mean Machine. I don't know. He might fight Adamas if he beat Teixeira. I think Jose Ramirez too young. I don't think he fighting in February, so he ain't probably gonna fight him till like 2021. So I don't know who we gonna fight. If he comes back and get iced by someone else, AJ. Yeah, it could be. No one takes water power. 50 men have tried to. Yeah, but Ryan survived until he finished. He made it to the finish line. Tyson Fury, a lot of people feel like they got stopped. You do your Canelo. Yeah, I already did it. I uploaded it yesterday. Yeah, I put it in there. I put it in the chat. Give me a minute. Hold on. Here you go. That's the link right there. Jose Ramirez will whoop Taylor. No, he won't. What is the? I get it. It's the Mexicans backing their fighter. I get it. I get it. I get it. Ramirez is not fucking good. He improving, but be real with yourself. The motherfucker lost to Jose Cepeda. You crazy than a motherfucker. You crazy as hell. Like, give me some of that action. Give me some of that action. I bet that fight. Taylor Ramirez, I bet that fight. Ramirez ain't fought nobody neither. Maurice Hooker wasn't that good. And Zepeda beat him. Do you know what Josh Taylor would do to Jose Ramirez, bro? He will beat the shit out of that nigga, dog. He will beat Ramirez is all hype. He getting better. Ramirez is all hype. Don't man, stylist, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. LJFA, kiss my ass. This is the same pompous pussy that was scared to fight Regis Progress. Nigga, put another 0 on it. Put another one. $100, it doesn't matter. He can trip down the memory lane. He going to sleep. Get him some milk. He wanted milk and cookies. Man, come on, man. Y'all be killing me, dude. That motherfucker was ducking Regis. He was ducking Regis. He was scared. Top Rank gave Regis a fight on ESPN at home. He gave him a fight at home. That nigga was ducking and hiding like he had seen Damon. Craig and Dede, man. I ain't seen you niggas in the longest. Fuck up out of here. Ramirez, man. You probably think Ramirez could beat Crawford too, don't you? I'll take him. Either way, I'll take your money. The white Crawford or the black Crawford. Josh Taylor or Terence Crawford. He getting whooped. Ramirez getting better. But Zepeda was boxing circles around his ass. He was boxing circles around that motherfucker. Regis is tougher for Ramirez than Taylor. Don't matter. Taylor fucking watch Regis Progress. I don't care what these biased American motherfuckers is saying. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was an 8-4 fight. The only reason he got 2 rounds at the end is because of the headbutt to the eye. He getting beat the front end, the brakes, the rotors, everything off Ramirez. Ramirez gonna look like that damn robot off of Blank Man after he took that bottle. He gonna look like JR after he took that bomb. Motherfucker gonna look like JR ass from Blank Bed. Motherfucker gonna get whooped. Ramirez, man, who the fuck Ramirez ever fought with power, bro? Who? Tell me who. What's the Ramirez best puncher he faced? Amir Ahman got knocked out by Adrian Granados, bro. Come on. Adrian Granados did it first. Fuck up out of here, man. Ramirez, man, this nigga was scared of Regis Progress. That motherfucker Ramirez ain't got shit. He lost to Cepeda. Why is you ignoring that? He lost to Zepeda. Why are we not talking about that? Zepeda hit hard. Man, fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here. Y'all Mexican motherfuckers. I love it. Y'all ride what y'all got. Ride or die. Give me that money. Give me that money when that money comes. Give me that money. Give me that money. Man, Zepeda lost to Terry Flanagan, bro. This motherfucker lost to Terry Flanagan. He lost to Turbo Man. This motherfucker lost to Zepeda underrated. This motherfucker lost to Turbo Man, bro. He lost to Turbo Man Terry Flanagan, man. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me, man. Don't talk to me. This nigga didn't even stop Jose Pedraza's sorry ass. He didn't even stop Pedraza. Ain't crazy as hell. Ramirez, it don't matter. He either gonna get his ass whooped by Josh or he gonna get his ass whooped by Terrence. It don't matter. He got injured in the Flanagan fight. I don't know. He lost. I see RTD. He lost. Retired. James Toney versus current heavyweight. I don't know. That'd be a good one. I don't really gave that no thought. He was eating Sam Peters shit though. Sam Peters had heavy hands, but Ramirez is Garbo. Them motherfucker beat Maurice Hooker and Miramon. Motherfuckers think he the second coming. Garbo. Ramirez don't want all the smoke. Stop lying to yourself. Why the fuck did he duck Regis Progress if he want all the smoke? He was running for Regis Progress. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. That motherfucker running. Them niggas already said he vacating his belts. He wasn't gonna unify regardless. It was already said after he fight Postal he vacating. This nigga run away from Regis Progress. Thought I told you that. We can't stop. Thought I started that. We can't stop. That motherfucking runner, man. Y'all crazy as hell. You think Adamas good, so fuck up out of here. Austin Trout probably beat Adamas. Broner say taking over 140, yeah. When everybody gone. Everybody gone. Yeah, Ramirez, man, that motherfucker ain't shit. The only guy he probably beat is Lomachenko. Only guy he beat is Lomachenko, man. But y'all got any questions before I get out of here, man? This nigga Miles over here asleep. Easter gonna do good at Feeder. I don't think. I think he'd do good. Ain't nobody gonna be there. Everybody about to move up. Everybody about to move up. I like Easter in that fight. I like Ramirez in that fight. I like Ramirez in that fight, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like Ramirez over Easter. It'll be a war though. It'll be a war. But I think Ramirez is just too strong right now. They gonna do Charlo and Harrison in Southern California. They told me New York. So Charlo and Harrison too is gonna be in Southern California. So they going to California. They going to LA. I won't be going to that. They should. I don't know why they taking all fights to LA now. They must got a good deal on the venue, but it don't say what venue. So I ain't fucking with it. I go to Tank fight. I go to Atlanta before I go out to LA. But they doing it in LA. Probably won't be at the Staples Center. It'll probably be at somewhere on the campus of USC. So it is what it is. Adames versus Castanos, I don't know. That can go either way to me. I like Castanos though. I want to see Castanos fight Lubin. You like the Lakers by 12. Who the Lakers play tonight? Who ready to play tonight? Fucking Pelicans, sorry as fuck. No, I ain't gonna lie for the Kovalev Canelo fight. No, I don't intend to. Maybe things may change. Shakur, how he look? He look real good. Look sharp. I feel like he should have stepped it up and knocked the old boy out, but he want to have a heart. He want to have a heart and shit. That motherfucker Goku. We need a Vegeta in boxing. Progress had Taylor looking very man. Fuck up out of here, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. That nigga. Like, go back and watch that fight. I would love to sit here and watch that fight with people. Regis Progress got the shit beat out of him. He got the shit beat. That shit wasn't close. That shit was not close. I mean, even Al Bernstein said he had the same scorecard as me. Motherfuckers just was biased towards Regis, though. Regis got killed in that fight. That motherfucker was getting bullied. Anytime he mounted a comeback, he was getting beat up other than the last 2 rounds. That shit wasn't close. That nigga got outclassed. That motherfucker got outclassed. I don't want to hear, oh, he got robbed. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas be saying, like y'all niggas saying Danny Jacobs and Canelo was close. Man, that shit wasn't close. I just watched that shit again. That shit was not close. That shit was not close. Danny Jacobs easily got the shit beat out of him. He easily got. I don't know what y'all be watching, bro. I don't know what y'all be watching. The Grizzlies. I think John Morant hurt. Yeah, 12. I'll take 12. And Morant ain't playing. He hurt. Hardy got an ankle. Adamas, like, dude, do y'all watch Adamas, dog? Like, he ain't that good, bro. He might not be Patrick Teixeira, dude. He a big guy, but what I see from him, I'm not impressed. Maybe I ain't seen the right fight. Let me stop speaking on it. Maybe I ain't see the right fight. I didn't see the right fight. I ain't see the right fight. Adamas, to me, the best thing I've ever seen Adamas was sparring a tired Terence Crawford. Canelo, he didn't do anything in that fight. Man, please. Man, he beat shot Danny Jacobs. He ain't hurt him, but for Canelo not to do nothing in that fight, Danny Jacobs sure wasn't offensive. He easily outclassed Danny Jacobs. That wasn't even no close fight. If he didn't do nothing, then why didn't Danny Jacobs press the action mark? I seen Andy Dog got benched about time. Who not good? I don't even know what you're talking about. We didn't went on the rant. Adamas, that's what I'm talking about. To me, I ain't seen nothing good from him. Adamas beating J-Rock. I like how y'all forget so quick. Adamas beating J-Rock. I feel like y'all get so quick. J-Rock weight, not 154 is J-Rock weight now. I don't know what that was about. He landed a lot of rabbit punch. Get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Nigga got beat up, man. Y'all make all these excuses, and then y'all get mad when niggas from other countries or the Mexicans make excuses, dude. I can't find one American to keep it 100, bro. I was in a little smart chat watching the fight, right? And the motherfucker, oh, it's a close fight. This is like in the beginning of the fight, right? So, he chopping it up. Soon as Josh Taylor get to beating his ass, and ain't nobody say nothing else. The bitch went quiet. You know what I'm saying? I like niggas that have patriotic pride and shit, but at the end of the day, a spade is a spade. I don't care where you from. If you win in a fight, I'm going to keep it 100. Hold on. Progress like shit. He was talking about fighting, but man, come on, get that Canelo Khan. Like, nigga, yeah, Canelo won. No Chin Khan and Kirkland. Kirkland coming back soon. That's funny. Kirkland coming back soon. That's funny. See, I keep with the questions. I'll keep answering them. Kirkland Stroley is coming back. I don't know if he come back with Ian Wolf. Any Bronner news he look at. I don't think Bronner plan on coming back no time soon. He might come back. I think he'd come back, but ugly face, no Ian Wolf. He need Ian Wolf. Ian Wolf a savage in that gym. He was training with what's the old boy name? He was training with the older guy, Kenny. I forget his name. That was not a good fit. Will Bud murder Keith Thurman? This Keith, I don't know, man. I thought Keith Thurman was the toughest style for him, but um, I don't know. I gotta see what Keith Thurman come back and look like. But I thought Keith was the toughest style for Bud. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough fight. You know, Keith at his best. But after people seeing what Pacquiao did to Keith, I think people gonna try to emulate what Pacquiao did. You know, Keith Thurman. I don't think Keith Thurman ever gonna be Keith Thurman again. Remember, Keith Thurman got into a car accident too. See that tripping on Diamonds, man. Diamonds ain't good, bruh. What do he do? I mean, I'm trying to see. Man, y'all niggas be tripping. Don't let that motherfucker lose. I'm gonna do a whole fucking live stream video. Who's sending me shit? I don't know what the fuck that is. I gotta see who Carlos Adames then fought. I must have just missed it. He Dominican too. I ain't really never seen a good Dominican fighter in a long time. He beat Patrick Day by decision. Frank Galarza, he stopped him. Wanya Reese, Joshua Conley, he stopped him. So did J Rock. Carlos Molina, he decision Carlos. Is that the Carlos Molina that's the rapist? Yep. He had to be old. Carlos Molina, he got 11 losses now. He just fought in June or July? That motherfucker 36 years old now, bro. He was like 34 when he fought him. I mean, that motherfucker ain't fought nobody. But we'll see. He fought in the World Series of Boxing. Let me look at that resume. I don't know none of them dudes. He had 2 losses in the World Series of Boxing. That's crazy. He lost to Artem. He lost to somebody debut. Then he lost to another dude. His middle name Toledo. The dude Toledo he lost to he lost 3 times in the World Series of Boxing. So I don't know, man. Maybe I ain't looking right. Adama style, he a flat out boxer. Okay, I gotta check it out, man. Style remind me of Canelo. Okay, we gotta see. He getting his ass beat in the World Series of Boxing by nobodies. What's the highest weight class you seen Shakir going to? It's 160. I don't know. He young. I don't know. Adamas, Adam Adamas is a middleweight porter. He had dream middleweight though. I don't know. Shakir, I don't know. He got a lot of growing to do. I'm thinking like maybe 40, 47. Run 47, Ronnie Boy first 7. $47 too big for sure. He only 22. He only 22, so he gonna grow into his man body. Or is he 21? I don't know what the fuck he is. Loma about to run from Tank after beating Teofimo Lopez. Fuck up out of here, man. I know you ain't on the Tank bandwagon. He was moving down regardless. If Tank want to fight him, he'll fight Tank. I just seen the Diamonds fight like Porter and Canelo. Which one is it? Shakir will go to 147. I think he could. Somebody said 160 though. Nigga, I don't know about that. How could someone eye swell up that much from a headbutt? It caused a bad cut. How does a headbutt? Because he kept punching it, bro. Kept punching that motherfucker probably. I don't know. They were saying it was a headbutt. He should have kept punching that motherfucker. Adam. He keep calling this nigga Adam. Adams can beat Lil Charlo. No, he can't. Get his ass beat by Charlo. Unless Charlo get knocked out. He can't beat Charlo. Adamas, I don't see what y'all see in that nigga, man. I gotta look at some film. Motherfucker, it's just not impressive to me. He big guy though. He can't beat J Rock or Charlo. Y'all stop it. The Cannon Adamas. It's Adamas, nigga. I don't think it's Adams. Shout out to Focus Film. Salute. Or Tony. Can Adamas beat J Rock at 54? It's a question. It's Ennis the next big thing. He can be. I like Ennis. I heard he a gym rat too. He always in the gym, so he got an awkward style too, big. That style can give a lot of dudes problems. Martimov and Adamas are the most underrated at 50. I ain't never seen Martindov or whatever his name is. If I gotta check him out. T.O. is the best prospect out now. He beats Loma. Is he gonna beat Comey? Is the question. Is he gonna be Richard Comey? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When is he going to step up? It's time for Ennis. He has 25. He only 22 though, so promotional thing. If he was with like top rank at PBC, maybe he had already stepped up. So, it's about who you with. Israel Madamov is a problem. Promotion ain't right. Need God Al Heyman. The nigga said God Al Heyman. Shit crazy. I'm like God to these niggas. Promotion ain't go right. Okay, I read that. You said God Al Heyman. What the fuck? They said Charlo. Yeah, I heard they changed it. I'm trying to find out why. Hold on. I heard it might be at the StubHub Center. I don't know why they switched. He said it's supposed to be at the Barclay. I wonder why they changed it. So they changed it. I don't know. I don't know why they changed it. They changed who's Ennis promoter. I don't know. I think Cameron Duncan. He used to be like the manager for Top Rank Fighters. Ennis will be lost in the sauce over there at PBC. I'm just saying everybody. Errol Spence just got put in the sauce. Motherfucker just got put in the sauce. I don't know what the fuck this is. But yeah, let me call my man's back. I'm Lara the King at 54. He beat J Rock, he will. I think they supposed to be fighting, but I'm gonna hit y'all back later, man. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button on the way out, man. We gone.